Geek Easy, fellow geeks. So, Happy New Year, and let's pop a beverage of your choice. Because I'm going to be doing something that I've been waiting for a bit to do. Not because I was lazy, but it just took forever to get here. I'm going to be doing an Amazon unboxing. Now, I'm really starting to get pissed off with Amazon. And I don't get my comics from them anymore just because the packing job that they do and things will just come in horrible shape. But, you know, I know what this is, and I went to them because I couldn't find it at my local store. Barnes & Noble didn't have it, so I had to go with Amazon. I ordered it I think it was last Wednesday. And they said, okay, it'll be here Sunday. They don't really deliver mail on Sundays. It's rare they do, except for packages. And they mailed it out on Friday. And this came from Seattle or Portland. All right? I live in Anchorage. I mean, that's Seattle. That's a 3-hour flight. You know? And it, of course, Sunday it's not going to come. And then they said, oh, it's late. And then we don't deliver mail on New Year's Day. So I had to wait until today. And it's like, dude, if you know it's the weekend, if you know it's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, do it a couple of days earlier. You had the whole time. But anyway, that's aside from the point. Let's open this bad boy up and I'm going to show you. Wonderful packaging here. Anyway. It is In Nightfall by Suxanne Young, New York Times best-selling author. Now, I had never heard of this woman before, and nor had I heard of the book before. And interesting to me story as to how I found out about this book. I was wasting time and scrolling through Facebook. Nice clean shirt, see? Wow. And there was a thing about an author who was posted something like pictures lamenting that nobody had shown up for her book signing. You know, and I kind of opened it out of curiosity, and I was thinking this was a lady who had, maybe it was her first book or something like that. But it turns out that she's published a lot of them and supposedly done a lot of different books. Yeah, I mean, actually, look, these are all the stuff in the. But then they were saying that yes, a lot of other authors were responding to her post saying, "Hey, look, this happens. Just buck up, little camper. It even happens to the best of us. It's not something just exclusive to you." And then they mentioned the book, and I thought, hey, this actually sounds kind of an interesting book. Sounds like an interesting book. And it says, in Nightfall, there's one rule: always be home by dark. Theo and her brother, Marco, that makes me think of the Lost Boys, because, Marco, I think he was the Ted from Bill and Ted, and he's also one of the Lost Boys. Theo and her brother Marco threw an extravagant party of the biggest party of the year, and they got caught. The punishment? leave Arizona to spend the summer with their grandmother in the rainy beachside town of Nightfall, Oregon. Population 846 souls. The small town is cute when it's not raining, but their grandmother is superstitious and strangely antisocial. Upon their arrivals, she lays out the one house rule: always be back home, or always be home before dark. But Theo and Marco are determined to make the most of their summer, and on their first day they meet an enigmatic Minnow and her friends. Beautiful and charismatic, the girls have a magnetic pull that Theo and her brother can't resist. But Minnow and her friends are far from what they appear. And that one rule, Theo quickly realizes that she should have listened to her grandmother, because after dark something emerges in Nightfall, and it doesn't plan to leave her alone. It's actually kind of cool. I mean, I think this is referred to as a YA book, but in the article they sort of described it as a combination of The Lost Boys meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I mean, hell, they even have a vampire named Marco in it. So that's The Lost Boys there. But yeah, I mean, this sounds like it could be an interesting book that I can burn right through, and I'm always looking for, something to read, and this won't, take too long. But anyway, here's the front, side, back. It comes at $12.99 American, $17.99 Canadian, and it is 373 pages long. And I have no idea whether, I'm assuming this might be the girls who are, that might be Minnow and her friends, maybe? Who knows? It doesn't. I'll find out when I read the book. But anyway, this is just the unboxing here, and it looks like it could be an interesting book. There's more to fear than the dark. Yeah, fear of it being a bad book, but I don't think it will be. I'm going to pop this bad boy out, and I will do a review for you later. So let me know in the comments below whether you have heard of the book, whether you've read it or not, or read anything by Ms. Young, who is says here, is the New York Times best-selling author of the Program series, and she's also an English teacher. She has published more than 20 books for teens, including Girls with Sharp Sticks, All Pieces, and Hotel for the Lost. But anyway, I mean, I got it for cheap. But anyway, I'll let you know what I think of it a little later after I get done with it. And like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your books.